How's it going, guys? My name is Franco and welcome back to the channel. So we're going to be going over 5 reasons you should be using ByBit. Now, of course, as always, this isn't just the only 5 reasons, nor does this necessarily take into account some of the negatives that ByBit has, or other things that they're missing. We're not going over any of those sort of things. It's just 5 good reasons that you should be using ByBit, what they have to offer, and that way you can basically see, are these features that you're looking for in particular in an exchange, and if they are, excellent, you might want to use ByBit. But before we do jump into the video, guys, remember to hit that subscribe button. We are currently sitting at 688 subs, so we're pushing on towards 700. So if you do enjoy this video, remember, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, comment any questions you might have down below. But let's jump straight into the video. Now, the first reason you're going to want to use ByBit, now this is kind of from, my least favorite of the top 5 features to the best feature of ByBit. So of course, my number 5 reason would be demo trading. Demo trading is absolutely phenomenal. It's not something you see on a lot of exchanges. I know Swyftx has demo trading, but you can see, they basically give you an imaginary $100,000, and then you can get into the market and start trading. Trading is, of course, very, very difficult and risky. It's hard to do, on the short term. A lot of people just think it's gambling, and other people think it's, there's real, good reason to do it and good money to be made. And, there definitely is good money to be made, but it's a hard thing to master. So going in and being able to practice with a demo mode, especially if you're new to crypto, new to, trading as a whole, you can practice some strategies, see if they work, see if they don't work. It's just like the real sort of environment. You can pretty well look at this screen and it looks exactly like ByBit, it works like ByBit. It's all pretty well like ByBit, except for the demo trading thing, and the obviously up the top left corner here you can see it says demo trading. So a good way to practice, if maybe even if you're an experienced trader, perhaps you want to consider some sort of new you want to consider a new sort of trading strategy, like that you're trying to practice, see if it works out. You want to back test it. You can always go into these features still and just see if things work, see if you're able to become profitable, and then once you are profitable, of course, move into real money, essentially. Now, the next reason is going to be their huge support of a massive variety of tokens. So you simply just got to go into the USD perpetuals, and you can see there is just an absolute abundance of tokens. We're flying through these right now. You're never gonna learn all of these tokens, what they are, why they're good, yada yada yada, but they're here to trade. So if you're looking at particular tokens that you're wanting to trade, that you're perhaps wanting to spot buy, this would probably be a good exchange for you. You can see that there is just an abundance, and my phone is ringing.
A few moments later.
Apologies, I hope I remember where we were, but basically, guys, if you're looking at just, if you're concerned about which tokens are available on ByBit, don't be concerned. There is an absolute abundance, and if you really want more tokens, then you're going to probably have to look at DeFi or something like that. But please, ByBit, excellent in terms of their array of tokens that are available. The next reason is going to be ByBit's earn feature. ByBit have an excellent earn feature with, same thing again, quite a variety of tokens with a lot of different ways you can yield. You've got liquidity mining, funding pools, flexible savings that they offer, and you can see that they have it on quite a variety of different tokens. Now, I am going to say, don't think too much about those absolutely insane yields. You're probably just looking more at the lower end, and something closer to your flexible rates, or liquidity mining, 1.3% to 13%. Of course, that is dependent on a lot of factors, so you're probably just going to end up in the middle or towards the lower end of that. Don't expect to be getting 13% on your Bitcoin, but still, being able to yield on some of these assets like Bitcoin is, obviously not being a proof of stake token, it is harder to yield. It's hard to find places that will be willing to pay you for it. Ethereum, obviously you've got liquidity mining, but then also ETH 2.0. And as we said before, just an absolute abundance, 17 pages of earns, pretty crazy, lots of just flexible savings accounts. But, some of these, book of being able to yield even just 1%, they're not tokens that you can typically yield on. So, pretty good options on at hand here. So if you are looking to yield on your assets, ByBit do have very, very good options available, good rates, and obviously an absolute huge amount of tokens. Like, just look at how many there are that you're able to yield on. So pretty good options on hand here for ByBit if you're looking to earn on your crypto assets. Now the next feature is going to be their spot trading. Obviously spot trading is absolutely fantastic. You can see that they've got lots of different pairs, obviously Bitcoin to ETH, Bitcoins, USDC, USDT, ETH to, a couple of different tokens, but there is quite a variety you can see, and it is very same thing again, just an absolute abundance of tokens that you can spot trade on ByBit, which is super, super important. And I would say ByBit have one of the cleaner, trading displays, I suppose. It's very clear, it has your position and everything like that. Very easy to use. You're not going to struggle. It's just, put in your USDT amount and then you just buy Bitcoin. It is really that simple. It's a pretty easy website to use. You've also got the mobile app, so you can trade just straight from your phone. But as I said, this is one of the best trading platforms out there, and when it comes to spot trading, it's the exact same thing. They've got huge liquidity pools, so you're never really going to suffer from any sort of slippage or anything like that. It's going to be instant transactions, and same thing again, you're going to be getting the best price possible, and it's easy to use. And then, of course, the main reason people tend to use ByBit is for degenerate derivatives trading, and that's what we're on here. This is the best reason to use ByBit. If you are looking at using leverage, of course, it comes with that higher inherent risk. But, if you are someone who is, I guess, good at it and you can actually make money, leverage trading, there's not really a better platform, in my opinion, than ByBit, as we said. And then, of course, having all those other features that you can utilize, ByBit, one of the best derivatives platforms in terms of layout, accessibility, ease of use, all those sort of things. And then, of course, you've got all the other features that we've already spoken about on top of that. If you've got some assets, you've made some profits or whatever, you want to move it into a bit of a yielding account, straight into the earn program, something like that. That's why ByBit, I think, is so good. But obviously their derivatives trading is fantastic. You've got huge leverage that you can use, although I would not recommend. You can see once you put it up, like above 20 or so, I'm not exactly sure, you can just see the leverage, the current leverage is too high. There's a risk of immediate liquidation. So you do have the option of essentially gambling with 100x leverage, although I wouldn't recommend that. Most people are going to want to stick around that 2 to 3, maybe 4, maybe if you're very confident 5, but no more than that essentially. And you can see why leverage is so dangerous. You can see this is the trade that we opened up in one of our ByBit videos. I thought, we'll open up a long position, and as the market goes, it's when you buy it dumps, and when you sell it pumps. So that's sometimes the case. We got this one terribly wrong, although it wasn't much of a calculated trade. I've just let it sit there and see how it goes. But you can see that leverage trading, although the market's only down, maybe maximum 20%, my position is down 50% on this trade. So leverage, higher inherent risk, but obviously greater reward, and ByBit is one of the best platforms for using it. As we've gone through before, huge abundance of tokens with the derivatives as well. You can see USD perpetuals, an absolute abundance. USDC, same or a lot less, but still quite a good variety. So lots of different tokens that can be traded, lots of different ways that you can trade using leverage and everything, and it's a super duper easy website to use. And same thing again on your mobile phone as well. If you're really degenerate and you want to trade during the day, you might be on your morning stroll and you decide it's time to go long on some Bitcoin, you can do that. But as I said, higher risk, wouldn't recommend it unless you are extremely confident. But yeah, leverage trading, derivatives trading on ByBit, that is probably for most people the main reason you're going to be using this platform. So those are our 5 reasons to use ByBit. Now, of course, those are not the only 5 reasons, and those are not necessarily the negatives. Hopefully that gives you guys a little bit of an idea of some of the features that ByBit have on offer. If you did enjoy, remember to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment any questions you have down below. We do obviously have our 2024 full guide and how to deposit fiat and crypto onto ByBit. So if those do interest you, check them out. And the other thing will be our if we scroll down, referral codes. If you haven't used ByBit before and you want to sign up, consider using my referral code to get some, up to 6,045 USDT. Of course, there's a whole bunch of terms and conditions to meet those, but just by signing up and depositing some funds, you will get start earning some USDT. So do consider using my referral code, or tax time here in Australia, guys. So consider the Koinly, for your tax software, and of course some other exchanges if you guys are interested. But that's pretty well everything for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.